All right. Welcome back to another episode of 2MMRC. My name is Chuck, and this is the Element RC Utron. It's basically their newest version of the independent front suspension vehicle. Uh, it's it's like the chopped down cheapo version. So generally, these independent front suspension element cars have been marketed as the Night Runner, which is not a bad vehicle, but they chopped this one down. They put plastic wheels, plastic links for the rear end, uh, what I think are really crappy plastic shocks, and they also saved money on a fake imitation, or I guess fictional body. This isn't really a Toyota, but it kind of looks like one, but it also kind of doesn't. So yeah, yeah. But minus the crappy guts inside, it's not a bad vehicle. So for like 400 Canadian, you can get yourself a good platform to build on and to tune. Like right off the bat, you get a better than normal Element radio. You get like a modified version of the FlySky GT2B, which I think they call 2ABS. It's got that carbon fiber look to it. It actually has a third and fourth channel right there, so there you go. So you can see channel 3, channel 4. So there's a lot of potential with this type of remote versus the fairly cheesy, typical Element RC remote. Now let's look under the hood here and see what I've done. Still generally pretty stock, and pretty stock, it's not bad. I mean, that's an excellent speed control. That 480 Reedy speed control, it's excellent, especially when you program it and remove some of the drag brake so that this car kind of coasts. It really becomes more of a half short course truck, half trail truck, which is what it's ideally supposed to be. I took out the 16-turn crappy silver can because it was pretty crappy. I replaced it with a 12-turn 550 silver can, which is very common in most hobby stores. It's called a Traxxas Titan. Yeah, typical 3-cell short pack. You can get that pretty much anywhere. Make sure it's got Dean's connectors because most Reedy speed controls come with Dean's connectors. Next, what did I do underneath? The main thing was these metal links. These metal links were installed because the car came with plastic links, which kind of threw the weight off, and it was kind of felt cheap. These are standard Revo links. Now that the Revo is discontinued, these should be very, very cost effective to get, and they were simply bolt on. I think I extended these ones by a couple of millimeters on both sides. Otherwise, yeah, it worked out really well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The gearbox actually had bushings, which kind of sucked. Put ball bearings in. Like, come on, Element. Come on. You know better than that. What else here? I did put brass wheel weights behind the fake disc brakes. So Element does make brass wheel weights that attach right on. You can kind of see it there. Also on the back. Maybe you can't see them. But anyways, I did put brass wheel weights in there. They bolted right onto these Element wheels. The Element tires are actually very good. Nice and gummy, nice and soft. And they got that cool Element logo as part of the design, which is really nice. So yeah, I added those. Here we go. I put in some aluminum shocks. Nothing fancy, just some standard Chinesium shocks. Angled them in. Now in the front here, I actually, because the weight's in the front, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can show it to you guys better. Because of the, I guess, the lack of strength of the Chinesium shocks, I actually put the stock Utron element shock spring underneath. So this is a dual spring on the front. The Chinesium spring on the outside, and then the actual element Utron spring on the bottom half there on the inside. Worked out pretty good. And yeah, so basically for like less than $100, you can get your car up to spec. A couple bearings inside, put some brass weights, or just change the wheels out with any beadlocks if you have them. Throw in a Titan motor and put some Revo links to change out the plastic ones there. And yeah, any shocks are better than the stock Utron shocks. So again, I went with the Chinesium ones. That's not an actual name. I think they're from Alibaba. But yeah, generally that's what we call them, Chinesium. Not a bad car. Once it gets going, once you do those modifications, you got a pretty decent car for what's essentially not a lot of money. So this is a great way to hop up a vehicle and make it into something better. Because, you know, driving something stock isn't always fun. You want to make something different. You want to make, you know, put your own signature on something. So that's what I did here. And hopefully this helps. It's a great truck. It's half short course truck, trophy truck, half trail truck with that nice rear axle there. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Have a great evening.